Over the years, there were so many stories about children.
How have you been?
Kindness was the lesson of the day in Harrison, Missouri. Kids got a buddy bench.
It's a bench where you can make friends. Everybody deserves to have a friend.
Everybody.
Everybody.
In New York, we saw love on display. Kindergartners making their Mother's Day cards.
Can we see your card? Somehow, the card making turned into something silly. Imagine that with 6-year-olds.
This is the best part about a Mother's Day, when you get smothered by children, right?
In Philadelphia, 8-year-old Zion Harvey showed us what determination looks like. Zooming down the hospital hallway before becoming the first child to receive a double hand transplant. We saw him shortly after the surgery and a year later.
Oh, my goodness.
His hands growing with him, learning to grab hold of his new world and sending a message to the rest of us.
Before you quit and say, I give up, try everything first.
NBC's Rehema Ellis is in Goma again tonight.
We saw hardship and heartache overseas.
What's happening to the refugees is devastating Rwandan families and robbing the children of their childhood.
Zika in Brazil.
Who's at risk? Everybody.
And on the ground with troops in Haiti.
To make this Haiti operation work, the flight deck here on the USS Eisenhower has been cleared of about 90 Navy fighter planes.
We witnessed a royal wedding, too.
This royal wedding created a stunning opportunity for age-old traditions to be seen all around the world in a 21st century way.
We traveled to Greece to see Olympic rookie Allison Felix, part of a group of fast, fresh newcomers.
But it really seems like you're snatching that baton.
I think the young people, we want it bad.
Back home, there were storms, lots of them.
The Atlantic Ocean, I can barely hold my position here.
Katrina was among the biggest.
You're not working in the house without some sort of mask.
We have masks and we have gloves.
In New York, we witnessed the horror of the terrorist attacks on 9/11.
And there is a mass exodus from downtown New York City.
We're now just a block away from the World Trade Center, and the closer we get to ground zero, the harder it is to breathe and to see.
We're really proud to continue our partnership with the library.
We were part of NBC's Education Nation project, focusing on the state of academics in America.
Do you feel challenged here academically?
Yes, definitely.
And schools making a difference. Students at Ron Clark Academy, Atlanta, jumping at the chance to learn.
A lot of people will see your video and they'll say, it's a dance school. What do you say?
That is totally untrue, because here we work very hard.
We also traveled overseas to find out what was working in classrooms in places like China and Finland.
Can you say what percentage of your students drop out of school?
In our school, nobody.
Along the way, we kept track of politics.
You see people lined up over here to cast their ballot.
In the high-profile court cases.
He said this and all of the investigations against him are ridiculous.
And there were sit-downs with stars of groundbreaking movies. Harriet.
How important is this movie right now?
It's extremely important because of where we are in the world.
NASA, sir.
Hidden Figures.
We have these women who changed the course of America, and we don't know about them.
And Black Panther.
Are you at all surprised that this movie has gotten this enormous buzz?
I knew that, this could be something that I would be proud of.
I'm proud of our journey, sharing countless stories, including this one about a bookstore in Ann Arbor, inviting people to read and leave behind an old-fashioned note about what matters to them. This is mine.
And the legendary Rehema Ellis joins us now here in studio. So, Rehema, I asked the producers who helped put together that package right there, and the ones who work with you closely, to describe you in one word. They told me selfless, grace, dynamic. That's what your colleagues said about you. They are obviously very, very right. I wanted to ask you, you've gone to so many places, you've met so many people. What did you learn about all of us?
I learned that we're more alike than we are different. And it doesn't matter where I went in the world. If I didn't speak the language, if I didn't look like the people, they wanted the same thing that I wanted. They wanted safety, security, clean air, fresh water, We all want the same thing, and an opportunity to live, and not just live, but to thrive. It gives me hope that we're going to be okay, because the majority of us really want the same thing. We don't want to be in conflict. I'm hoping that I'm right, and that there will be this kind of togetherness that comes on the planet. Not this Pollyannish kind of thing, but when you're on the ground with people, you've seen it, Tom.
Yeah.
People come together to help one another. I've seen it.
I know, and your stories always gave us hope. I want to ask you, so many decades out there reporting, telling stories. You've witnessed history up close. What's one story that still haunts you to this day?
There are two. One, in Rwanda, 1 million people died in a refugee crisis. I saw bodies floating in the water, and cholera was one of the things that was killing them. And a mother dipped a bucket into this water filled with cholera. She said, "I'd rather die of cholera than die of thirst." It was just devastating. The other one was right here at home, 9/11. This was in my front yard, my backyard, where I live. And then to see so many people who are our neighbors, they went to work, and they never came home. And to watch families night after night after night, posters were put on walls saying, "Have you seen my loved one?" But of course, there was no chance of anyone coming home who had not gotten out of that building early on.
And night after night, you were out there reporting, being brave, somehow finding that strength, which is very, very difficult on this job. Tell me about a story that inspired you or that has always made you smile when you look back on it.
There are lots of them, but number one, it's about a little boy named Zion Harvey. Zion had both his feet and his hands amputated. We got to meet him, as you saw in the story, and he had so much passion and so much inspiration, and he was so positive. This is a kid you would look at and you would say he's disabled, but there was nothing disabled about his mind. He knew he could do anything that he put his mind to. And the other thing about it, he has a mother who, when Zion told his mother he wanted to skateboard, the doctors and the nurses looked at, he doesn't have legs, he doesn't have hands. She said, "I'm going to get him a skateboard." She put him on his belly on that board, and you saw him scooting down the hospital hallway. That's what I call determination. This is a kid who said, "I'm going to do what I want to do if you just help me." And they helped him by giving him those hands. It gives me the feeling of being motivated. If ever I have a down day, I think about Zion, and I get up and do what I have to do.
Incredible. As somebody who came up in this business, watching you, studying you, you were one of the greats here at NBC News. I mean, besides that incredible voice, I mean, your on-air presence, your writing, always poetry. I mean, you had so many skills, right? I mean, just so talented in this business.
You're going to make me cry.
You gave us so much, but besides that, Rehema, you always had a great attitude. You were so gracious. You always had a smile on your face. You were just happy to be part of the show and to do journalism as a career. And that kind of attitude is infectious. So thank you. On behalf of everybody here and all of our viewers around the world, thank you, Rehema. You're a treasure. It's been so good to work with you. And I'm so excited about your next chapter.
Well, let me tell you, this has been an honor. I could not be more proud of having been a member of this team and a member of the team that you're on. We work together.
Yeah.
And I'm leaving here with a heart filled with gratitude.
It's amazing. Rehema Ellis, we thank you so much.
We thank you for watching, and remember, stay updated on breaking news and top stories on the NBC News app or watch live on our YouTube channel.